bring 'em flowers about every day, but I just got to cry when I think what they say. If they could see how the sun's setting fast, just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. Now I sit on the porch and watch the lightning bugs fly, but I can't see too good, got these tears in my eyes.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to the Red Clay Music Foundry. Thank you so much for being here. God almighty. You know, there's Alina, my wife, and there's my children, and then there's you guys. And y'all are the next favorite people I've ever known in my life. So thank y'all so much for being here. I really mean it. Thanks for being brave enough to come out. And hello to you folks watching online at EOP Live on YouTube, and at Tommy's Space Face, and at our Space Face, and at Spitter and Twitter and Instagram, all them places. It's all there. So thank you for tuning in, and we're going to thank you in advance for the generosity I know you're going to show to Tommy in the tip jar. So thank you for that. And we're going to keep doing shows. I'll be honest with you folks watching online. There ain't a whole lot of people in the audience, but we're grateful for them and we love them, and they're some of our favorites, and we're just going to take them. We're going to take them to heart with us forever and ever. So, but thanks for tuning in. And this here young man is one of my favorite songwriters, and I met him a few years ago, and he and I have a lot of mutual friends up in Nashville, and they all rave about him. They always have, and he's been through his trials and his tribulations, but he's back and he's strong. And he's going to play and sing for y'all, and I know you're going to love it. If you aren't familiar with his songs, just get ready. Grab hold to your armrest, because he's going to blow you away. And what I really need for you to do right now is sound like you're about 1,000 people, and give a nice welcome to Mr. Tommy Womack.
Thank you. Been to London, I've been to Rome, played my shows and come back home. Golden Goose ain't landed yet, this is as good as it's gonna get. iPhone's playing old cheap trick, my oh my, you've grown up quick. Trying to keep this kitchen clean, that's all real life really means. Another dollar, another day, I shouldn't look back, but I do anyway. Dad's in the ground, mom's on the way. Play that cheap trick, play. Play that cheap trick, play. Pull those records off the shelf, sit up late and doubt myself. Ain't no fuss and ain't no sweat, this is as good as it's gonna get. Love my son and love my wife, try like hell to love my life. Jesus is my saving grace, but I don't always know my place. Another dollar, another day, I shouldn't look back, but I do anyway. Dad's in the ground, mom's on the way. Play that cheap trick, play. Play that cheap trick, play. Everybody! Sowed some oats, ran myself down people's throats, banged my head against the wall. All in all, I've had a ball. 100 cigarettes. This is as good as it's gonna get. The future's shorter than the past. My oh my, you've grown up fast. Another dollar, another day. I shouldn't look back, but I do anyway. Dad's in the ground, mom's on the way. Play that cheap trick, play. Play that cheap trick, play. Mama's alright, daddy's alright, the boy's alright, we're all alright, we're all alright. Well, thank you. Thank you. All you folks who are here and all you folks out there around the world, I hope you're tuned in. I forgot my harmonicas. You're welcome. Vicky Smith lived up the street from me. Vicky Smith lived up the street from me. Vicky Smith was 10 years older than me. I was 6 years old and she was 16. I was 6 years old and she was 16. Vicky Smith was the first pair of hot pants I'd ever seen. Her little brother Lane Allen was somebody I played Hot Wheels with. Her little brother Lane Allen was somebody I played Hot Wheels with. There was hot pants and Hot Wheels up the street with Lane Allen and Vicky Smith. Vicky Smith smoked cigarettes and swore. Vicky Smith smoked cigarettes and swore. All her dates just honked the horn, never came to the door. Their daddy converted the garage into a den. Their daddy converted the garage into a den. In that den, I saw Secretariat win. Vicky Smith married young. Vicky Smith heard that horn honk and off she run. Got D-I-V-O-R-C, a J-O-B, and a baby son, praise God. Thank you. Thank you so much. I tried to write a rock opera set in World War II a few years back. 20 years back, actually. And this is the only semi-decent song that I got out of it. Sort of, goes like this. You can't get there from here. Hitler is queer. I done thrown up my beer, and all I have to fear is fear itself and bullets, and you can't get there from here. This ain't no Brady Bunch. I done thrown up my lunch. Ain't no thing as rock and roll, ain't no Cap'n Crunch. France is dawn and clear, but you can't get there from here. This ain't no masquerade, we done had our big parade. I done prayed all can we prayed, done shed, showered and shaved. In Gay Paris there's pussy, but you can't get there from here. We ain't got microwaves, we ain't quite freed the slaves. We're seeing if we got what our granddaddies had to say, Yankees and the Indian Braves. I'd see a girl so fair, but she'll never get here from there. You can't get there from here. Hitler is a queer. I done thrown up my beer, and all I have to fear is fear itself and bullets, and there ain't no swimming to the rear, by God. Why, thank you. He took Highway 31 down from Indiana to Nashville, Tennessee, with a suitcase full of tunes. Got himself a job in a factory at night, with a singer on his left and a picker on his right. Knocked on doors till his knuckles were sore, every morning, every afternoon. Now here's a man with a voice, man with style, man with a fiddle and a bow, a man with the same old beat up Ford he drove into Nashville 25 years ago. Took the Greyhound Express down from Missouri in a pretty pink party dress and a suitcase full of songs. Said, hey, my name is Jody Bell, I'm hailing from St. Louis. I heard you need a new Kitty Wells. Well, I'm here, let's move it along. Now here's a lady with a voice, lady with style, a lady who could put on a show, a lady still waiting tables at that same job she got here in town 25 years ago. 25 years ago. Who'd have thought, who'd have known? 25 years ago. And there's a man on Lower Broad who came to town on a bet when you could ride the Wabash at Opryland and nobody'd heard of Garth Brooks yet. He wrote a girl at home that he loved so, he said, see you on the radio, I'm gonna be on the Ralph Emery show. She wrote back, said, I won't forget. Now here's a man with a voice, man with style, man everybody ought to know, a man who was up for a second and then he was down, and the last letter she ever wrote him he still carries around from 25 years ago. 25 years ago. Who'd have thought, who'd have known? 25 years ago. You just never know. Thank you. I like whoever's yelling, yeah! Makes me feel better about myself up here. I went to Indy in the rain to a club that wasn't never gonna have me again. A bottle of Chianti in the passenger seat. 90 up a whole lot of my time. I still like booty on the street I see, but I'm not as horny as I used to be. And thank God for that. It's a pain in the ass waiting for the pangs of conscience to pass. Now I just drink, except when I don't, and you're either going to get a good show or you won't. The highway's alive with a dangerous man, acting as foolish as I possibly can. I drive on to Indy to play my show, or maybe just play half a show and go and drive on away with wine and weed, thinking a spanking is what I need. I find me a hotel, get off the road, get into bed and feel kinda cold. I didn't get busted, nobody died. I got me tomorrow to show a new side and throw out the bad, keep all the good. Right now, I don't even know if I could. All of my blessings and all of my gifts, teetering off the edge of a cliff, drinking and driving all week long, dancing with the devil, looking for songs. I done everything I could to kill myself and take other people with me. By all rights, I should be in prison. The Lord is my shepherd, but Lord, how I want. I went to Indy in the rain to a club that wasn't never gonna have me again. A bottle of Chianti in the passenger's seat, 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street. True story, that one. A true story from one manager ago. It's been a nice day. We all went swimming, me and my sweetheart and our boy. It's been a nice day. We had a good time. The sun was shining and life was joy. It was at a friend's house. We got invited. We can't afford a swimming pool ourselves. Our beds are unmade. Our bills are half paid. But we got beans up on the shelf. I'm 43 now. My hair is going. I got a shaky sense of self-esteem. But in that water, that smile on my boy's face, for I live in terror of what life might have in store. I've got this vision working at MAPCO, making change when I'm 64. I'll be an old man, I'll have had a good time. I'll have, God willing, my boy and my girl, and then I'll die and go to God's house, singing, take me from this world. It's been a nice day. We all went swimming, me and my sweetheart and our boy. Out sometime in 2021. It's a good record. It's one of the better ones I've made. And this song right here is a true story. I read about it in a magazine. The part about the ice cream is true, and I just sort of guessed at a lot of the elements. This is something from the new record. I don't think I've played anything from the new record yet. I'm looking down here. No, I hadn't. This is the first song from the new record. And every Sunday we'd see him up there waving that ball of incense back and forth. And and we stood when he read the Gospels and when he absolved us of our sins. And later on he'd tell Ma he'd drive me home, and then we'd go out for ice cream. And I remember when I was 14 years old hanging out with my two buddies who bonded over what we never talked about. And there across the room was Father Lawrence, squatted down at the knees face to face with a first grader with a big smile on his face and his hands on the boy's shoulders saying, "Call me Gary." I'm 37 now, I'm married, I love her, but I don't like intimacy, I don't like being touched. And if there's a heaven I don't believe in anymore, and Father Lawrence gets up to the gates, I wonder if St. Peter's going to say, "I understand I can call you Gary." My wife says I'm a good person, so smile, goddammit, and I got an award for being Salesman of the Year. But every now and then I'm back in that jalopy, staring straight ahead at the dirt spots on the windshield as the ice cream's melting and running down my arm. What'd I tell you? I told you it'd get less applause. I told you. Here's another one that I usually play on harmonica, but I won't tonight because I left the damn harmonicas in Nashville. It's the first time I've been on the road for a while, so my checklist in my skull wasn't quite, it was a little dusty. My skull is dusty, my brain is dusty. My brain is actually the top inch of my brain is just topsoil, really. It looks like cremains. That's what my brain is like. Imagine this with a harmonica. Oh God, it sounds great. And I'm still playing harmonica at this part in the song. And I'm playing harmonica right here too. Here too. And then I don't know where I'm going. I know where I've been. I got a season ticket to the Palace of Sin. Running a marathon when I can hardly stand. You pay it forward as best you can. Unbelievers in the belly of the whale. Computers have made us all so lonesome and pale. Come to the party with my friend Dan. Pay it forward as best you can. Parked at the bar with a blue-eyed lout, being experts on things we know nothing about. I'm into my bookie for 17 grand. Pay it forward as best you can. City waking up in a blanket of fog. Man on the exit ramp with a backpack and a dog. All of us are under heavenly command. You pay it forward as best you can. I could be replaced in a New York minute. Don't worry for my body, I'm not in it. Just remember, I'm your biggest fan. You pay it forward as best you can. You pay it forward as best you can. Pay it forward as best you can. Throw a Hail Mary right into the stands. Pay it forward as best you can. Pay it forward as best you can. Thank you. When I was 26 years old, I played in a band called Government Cheese. And yeah, all right, cheese. And it was a rowdy time. And I was young, I was dumb, I was full of, well, you finish it up there. I was young, dumb, full of, you know. And so I wrote a song. Well, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And I wrote this song. It's called "A Little Bit of Sex," and I wrote it about all the recriminations and anxieties and urges and scary times that go into the sex life of a 26-year-old man who plays in a popular rock band, has hair down to here, has hair period for that matter. And so this is the song I wrote back then for Government Cheese. It's called "A Little Bit of Sex." A little bit of sex is a dangerous thing. Sometimes a little bit of sex wrecks everything. It's amazing how a little bit of sex will cloud your thoughts all day. When a little bit of sex, just a little bit, is all you're ever gonna get anyway. Cheesy rubble Thank you. Now on the record that I just finished that's not out yet, okay, that song right there is called A Little Bit of Sex. And it's about, like I said, my worldview of sex, my conceptualization of the whole thing as a 26-year-old man. I wrote this next song that's on the new record as a 56-year-old man. And it's called A Little Bit of Sex, Part 2. Rock and roll is a losing cause. All my old groupies got menopause. My good old fans still come around. Stand for the first song and sit back down. But it's alright. Nobody's getting laid tonight. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. No liquor in my body, no little blue pill, no gas in the scrotum, it's God's will. At the end of the night, I expect my bucks. Last thing on my mind's trying to get lucky. But it's alright. Nobody's getting laid tonight. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. We're free from this insanity. Made it to the other side. And you know it's okay. It's nature taking its course. Not tonight, honey. I want to watch Law and Order. Tumors in my bladder, an inch from my penis. I'd appreciate it if you kept that between us. But it's alright. Nobody's getting laid tonight. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Free at last. Hey, you can all applaud. It feels good to clap, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna have to lose this jacket before long here. Well, that's all I'm taking off is the jacket. So don't get too scared. I got a record I put out a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. 25 years ago, I don't remember, called Namaste, and it's available out in the lobby. I got a little suitcase set up with all my merch in it, and if you'll notice the sign on the box, on the suitcase, it says, "Take what you want, pay what you can." I'm serious. So this is from the Namaste album. Just when you think everything's all over, and there's been a lot of that lately, just remember it's been all over before. I can tell the way you nurse that drink, you've had a rotten year. I can't touch it anymore, but I still like to hang out here. I take it from your screams, he doesn't love you anymore. So you're saying it's all over? Well, it's been all over before. I met a girl in Birmingham, she really shook my tree. She had hair like 'cause it's been all over before. Everything begins and everything comes to an end. The minute something's done is when it starts all over again. There's nothing new underneath the sun. It's all about love and war. When it's over, it's all over, but it's been all over before. Now I'm the patron saint of every dog that's had its day. I sing my songs alone now 'cause there's nowhere left to play. My fans are all at funerals, I don't see them anymore. And the fat lady's singing, but it's been all over before. Now and then I think about that Alabama girl. We might have carved ourselves a slice of heaven in this world, but God is in command and everybody knows the score. Tonight I'm going dancing, it's been all over before. Thank you. Thank you. This is tip jar people so far. John Nunnally, thank you. Michael Huber, thank you very much, pal. Terrence Falls, thank you so much. Or is it Fails? I thought it was Falls. You know, put a comment in this comments section, Terry. You know, are you Fails or Falls? Brenda Rosser, thank you, Brenda. Ronald Dempesmeyer, I love that name. I love you too, Ronald. I want to move in with you. Patricia Shannon, thank you. Robert Wicker, thank you. The Bomars. You got to love the Bomars. Thank you very much for your contribution. Okay, yeah, the Bomars are here, huh? The McGees, thank you. Chris Connolly. Used to be on MTV, Chris Connolly. He was a journalist, right? Or maybe it's a different guy. But thank you so, or a girl, Chris, guy, girl, you don't know. So thank you so much for contributing to the virtual tip jar. And please don't let it stop you other people, you know. I'm not, my plate is not full, you know. You can continue to contribute. So thank you very much, you people. I really appreciate it. Here's another Government Cheese song. Well, I've been working all week loading empty boxes at the PepsiCo. Now I'm drug tending, need somebody here to take care of me. Between Picasso's and the pub and the store and the club, they're gonna bury me. know you got enough money now to support me and family. Well, I know your career is important to you, but my liver is precious to me. And I'm asking you, baby, please, please, baby, won't you please? Won't you come on back to Bowling Green and marry me? Mama's on drugs and I need somebody here to take care of me. Between Picasso's and the pub and the store and the club, they're gonna bury me. So won't you leave that New York City behind? Come on back and be the baby of mine. Come on back to Bowling Green and marry me. The teacher lines up the whole third grade. Ooh, ah, yum, yum. It's lunchtime now, and we can't wait. Ooh, ah, yum, yum. Friday's here. We're excited, we're delighted. Ooh, ah, yum, yum. It's fish stick day, fish stick day. We can't wait for fish stick day. Run, run, run to the cafeteria. Fish stick day, fish stick day. FISHSTICK, fish stick day. Yeah, we're getting down now. Monday we had burgers and fries. Ooh, ah, yum, yum. Tuesday we had chef surprise. Ooh, ah, yum, yum. Wednesday and Thursday, tater tots. Ooh, ah, yum, yum. It's fish stick day, fish stick day. We can't wait for fish stick day. Run, run, run to the cafeteria. Fish stick day, fish stick day. FISHSTICK, fish stick day. Never figured out an ending for this part. I'll just stick a Robert Johnson ending on the end of it here to get me out of here. Is that all right? Yeah. Is that all right? Yeah. Is that all right? Yeah. Yes, thank you. This is another one from the next record. Playing a lot of songs from a record you can't buy yet. Thought about writing you a letter. I'd make it long, I'd say it wrong, I'd scare you half to death. And in the end, things wouldn't be much better. I'd think they would if I say it good, and you'd still be on my chest, 'cause you don't get over love. You don't get over love. You get over spells of blues, bad news and bad reviews. You don't get over love. Thought about just dropping in to see you. some bald-faced falsehood like I was in your neighborhood. We'd laugh, we'd cry, have a bone-crunching hug goodbye. Swear to keep in touch and all together do more harm than good. You don't get over love. You don't get over love. You get over sticks and stones, broken bones, Mr. Jones. You don't. You don't get over love. You don't get over love. You get over the common cold. You might even get over getting old. You don't get over love. Thank you. Job hunting while depressed. You don't get any rest. You don't hope for the best. Job hunting while depressed. Networking while you're blue is a tough ass thing to do. And you get no interview. And you got no revenue. Polishing my resume, polishing my knife, sniffling past the graveyard on the road to a better life. My suit's all clean and pressed. You got to be well dressed. He don't look too impressed. Job hunting while depressed. Hello sir, how you do? Sure nice meeting you. What a lovely ocean view. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Polishing my resume, polish off this beer. Wondering why adulthood has to have so much to fear. I got nicotine and pills, a table full of bills, losing all my skills, eating General Mills. Polishing my resume, polishing my knob. I ain't asking for the world here, I just need a goddamn job. Job hunting while depressed. You don't get any rest. You don't hope for the best. You don't feel very blessed. Go on and beat your breast. Get it off your chest. By all means be my guest. Job hunting while depressed. Oh, am I wearing you out? Can you stand a few more? I don't know how long I'm supposed to play. How long am I supposed to play? An hour 15 to an hour and a half. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Thinking my way through this thing. Here, okay. I got it. Up in the morning, out on the job, work like the devil for my pay, while that lucky old son got nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Fuss at my woman, toil for my kids, sweat till I'm wrinkled and gray, while that lucky old son got nothing to do didn't write that one. Wish I had. I don't know. It's on my next record, and I don't remember who wrote it. I'll pay him royalties. I'll look it up. I mean, I'm not going to rip the guy off, you know, or girl, whoever wrote it. They're dead now. I mean, you know. But somebody owns the song. Some idiot nephew or somebody probably owns it. This is a song that came out on a single last year. This might be the last time I sing it. We got through the Civil War, Vietnam, and Rocky IV. We got through World War II, and we'll get through this too. How the hell did this all happen? It surpasses all understanding, but we got through James Buchanan, and we'll get through this too. We got through the Great Recession, we got through the Great Depression, I got through World War II, and we'll get through this too. We're in uncharted waters, that much is true, but God will smile upon us if we do what we must do, and that's to love each other, shake each other's hand, stop with all the insults and do the best we can. We got through the swine flu, disco, and ABBA too. I got over Mary Lou, and we'll get through this too. He lies every time he breathes, he's never known empathy. His mind is a narcissistic stew, and we'll get through this too. I'll take a big American breath and admit to you that I'm scared to death. I bet that I'm as scared as you, and we'll get through this too. We're in uncharted waters, yeah, that much is true, but God will smile upon us if we do what we must do, and that's to love each other, shake each other's hand, stop with all the insults and do the best we can. We got through the Civil War, Vietnam, and Rocky IV. We got through World War II, and we'll get through this too. I don't believe in bureaucracy, I believe in democracy. I believe in me and you, and we'll get through this too. We'll get through this too. We'll get through this too. Thank you. That one usually splits the room in two, but I knew it wouldn't split the room in two tonight because you all have masks. That kind of tipped me off about which side of the ideological fence you might be chopping wood and carrying water on. Ah! Yourself. Ah! What the hell is that? The Aflac duck back there or something? Here's a song I wrote when I was office assistant in the political science department at Vanderbilt University for 7 of the worst years of my life. I hope you enjoy it. Like a lot of my songs, it starts like this. I invented that. Nobody had ever played a G chord like this before until me. Have I made any money off it? No. I get up in the morning and I go to a job where I've thrown up in the john. I worry about who's mad at me and spend a lot of time wishing I was gone. I used to be somebody, I was a star. It takes a lot of guts to fall this far. I'm a cockroach after the bomb, carrying on. I get real depressed and tell everybody, and that's what makes me unique. Most folks opt out for dignity, not me. I get up and speak. Hell yes, I'm messed up, I'm scared to death. I'd be in a cell if it weren't for Beth. She's my wife, without her I'd be up a creek. I'm a cockroach after the bomb, carrying on. Bald-headed rocker with a good-looking lawn. I'm like that horseman, ain't got no head. A cockroach after the bomb, carrying on. By now you got an neat and upbeat verse, and I won't let you down. My favorite son's my only one, and my favorite Motown's Tears of a Clown. I sneeze all summer, I sleep in my socks. My favorite Aerosmith album's Rocks. That back in the saddle kicks ass, it's a beautiful sound. Na 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 na. Not much goes on in this part of the song. Na na na. Life is a flight risk, seat of your pants. All a part of God's game of chance. And some days you knock it right out of the park, and some nights you're a victim of circumstance. What if Jimmy's matches hadn't lighted? What if Monet was just nearsighted? Whatever goes down, I know that I took me a chance. I'm a cockroach after the bomb, carrying on and on. A bald-headed rocker with a good-looking lawn. You can't kill me, I'm already dead. I'm like that horseman, ain't got no head. A cockroach after the bomb, carrying on and on. A cockroach after the bomb, carrying on. Thank you. This one right here. I was also after Government Cheese from 1992 to 94. I was in a band called The Biscuits, and we made one record for John Prine's Oh Boy label. And I'm from Kentucky, so that was a big revenge on high school. Was you come home from a reunion and saying, they say, so what have you been doing, Tommy? And I'd say, I'm on John Prine's record label, motherfucker. That's what I've been doing. I love that bit. I loved doing that. Almost as much as, the other thing that I enjoyed almost as much was they had a 30-year high school reunion, and I replied that, I'm sorry, I'd love to be there, but I'll be in Amsterdam that night. I liked it. And that was true. I was in Amsterdam that night. I went to one of those coffee bars. Whew. They sold me something called the Scuff of Haze. That was the name of the pot that was in the, and it was looked like a baseball bat. It was about that long. It got thicker as it went away. And I left the rest of it. I took 3 hits of it, and I was immediately transported to a world where I desperately needed to be told I was a good person and my life is not messed up beyond repair. And then I had a sugar crash. Munchies when you're 19 are sugar crashes from hell when you're in your 50s. Just remember that part. If you're going to smoke dope at the age of 58, which is what I am now, carry around a couple of clementine oranges with you, the little ones. You know, they don't have seeds. You just peel them. You know, blood sugar, right back in order, and you're still high. So, you know, win-win. Okay. Anyway, the band was the Biscuits. The record label was John Prine's Oh Boy Records. The release was 1993. This is called Cold Wind. Thank you. Cheers. We're not far away from the spot where I believe it was General Longstreet for the Union, who was down at the bottom of the cliff, somewhere near here in Red Clay territory, and the Rebs were parked at the top of the cliff with a cannon, and two pickets were standing there next to the cannon, and General Longstreet got out a bottle of whiskey. He looked up there to him, toasted him, took a big drink of the bottle, and one of the pickets shot the bottle out of his hand, and General Longstreet said, "That was ungenerous. I'll take your guns for that." And he did. Anyway, okay. I stayed home with my wife and my child and a 6-pack of beer. I pondered that name for 15 minutes after I saw the poster stapled to a phone pole on the corner of Grand and 21st. That was a couple of years ago. I was already in my 40s then, so I didn't go out on a whim just to see a band named Alpha Male and the K9 Mystery Blood. Just because I like the name, just as if I'm 25 and every day's a stone summer day. My band was always gigging then, REM was still kicking then. I drove that Ford Granada Mom and Dad gave to me after they got him a Ford LTD, and there was actual music on MTV. I smoked my manager's pot, I got laid quite a lot by my standards. Planes hadn't flown into towers yet, and we hadn't had a loose cannon president yet. Didn't have all this credit card debt hanging over the house like a cloud, ensuring there's not a lot of drugging allowed. The body can't take it, the wallet can't hang. I'm singing all the songs I've sang for years, and when it's a band gig it's rocking, and when it's solo the people talking while I'm singing make me depressed. You think I could take a hint? My time came and went. Yeah, there's many times I came and went in a manner of speaking. My conscience is leaking. The world has changed and the good times are gone. We get to be the poor folks who greet the dawn of this new age of fear and surveillance and sleaze, and everybody running around with disease, being enemies. I love my boy, he's becoming a drummer. Got a drum kit from Santa. At this rate, by summer he'll be keeping a beat in a world that needs a metronome shoved up its ass so hard all voices will raise in a heavenly choir. Shit'll get straight, me and my brother'll hug. We'll dance like we did in the decade of the good drugs. I bet their name was Menstrual Blood, and the A&R guy said that's no good, you gotta change it to Mystery. Then we can target a broader based goth dog lover market. I'm spitting my jeans in an ocean that's rising, clinging to Jesus with some compromising of how it was handed to me from my mom and my daddy, the preacher, who watched all that TV in a cream recliner, frowning through life like a stone hard liner. You could not face the man. He knew Jesus died for his sins and was raised from the dead, and I've always wondered, why can't he just stay dead? It doesn't change a single good thing he said. And it was all St. Paul's trip, the resurrection. Why can't he just be a nice Jewish guy who was super clued in and showed us the way to salvation from sin? And that doesn't mean if you're not quote unquote saved, you fry like a slice of country ham in your grave. It's a great big world. Life is a joke. Arabs and Christians, Pepsi and Coke, and people so gorgeous it causes them pain, and nobody gives any sympathy for something like that. You suffer in silence or form a band with a name that appeals to goth dog lovers everywhere on a poster that's seen by a 43-year-old bastard walking to work at 8:15, 11 an hour for all that he does. You can't be a has-been when you never was. Going all day long without eating till all of my nerve endings are seriously overheating. waiting and my legs are getting wobbly, walking down the stairs to smoke another cig in the cold fresh air. Wondering why I do the things I do, and I do them every day, and it can't turn out good living this way. But live this life I must, and in some fuzzy God I'll trust. I'll kiss my wife, I'll kiss my son, and maybe someday I'll go for a run. Maybe someday a song will stick. I'll walk around like I got a big boat. Maybe someday my boy'll drum in a hippie jam band that plays out some. He'll take after daddy, he'll get in a van, go to places only young people can, doing things only young people do. Banging those skins at Bonnaroo, rocking the dreadheads, dancing in the mud before alpha male and the canine mystery blood. God go with them. Amen. Thank you very much. God bless you. What's your names? Bob, Beth, Sarah. My wife's name is Sarah Beth. Honest to God. What's y'all's names? The McGees. The Bovine, yeah, whatever, and the McGee. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. God bless you. Stay safe.